to the podcast. It is I, yourself, Brian, and I am here with Manny.
What's up, y'all?
The podcast is back, ladies and gentlemen, and we have a lot of news to go through. So, let's get to it. Breaking news from All Elite Wrestling. All Elite Wrestling has signed legend and great star, former WWE superstar Big Show, aka Paul White. Now, Big Show has been in the WWE since the beginning, since his time in WCW. He was the Giant for a long time, and he was a super athletic big man who was choke slamming and just destroying everyone. Then he got picked up by WWE and Vince McMahon, which his name was Paul White at the time, and he was a special appearance at St. Valentine's Massacre. So that's when he debuted. But unfortunately, Vince McMahon's plan backfired because Stone Cold still won the match, but it showed the appearance of Big Show. So then his name got changed to Big Show going into the 2000s, and his name was finally Big Show. That was his name going forward. And he had a lot of twists and turns. He had a match at WrestleMania. At that point, he started getting some popularity, and then we head into around the 2000s to 2003 or so. Big Show started getting more matches. He went to SmackDown, had that amazing feud with Brock Lesnar. He had that awesome feud with John Cena, the rapper John Cena. And ever since then, Big Show's just been a really good kind of big guy that everybody knew about. Everyone knew the one big man, other than say Mark Henry, is Big Show. He was one of the other big men, because there wasn't a lot of big men in WWE. There was only a few. There was like Great Khali, Big Show, Mark Henry, and others.
Kane.
Yeah. But there wasn't a lot of big men. But Big Show was one of the better big men because a lot of people known who he was. And as the 2000s to about 2010 to 2011, he starts getting popularity a lot. He starts doing a lot of movies. He starts doing a lot other things, some podcasts. He starts doing a lot more things. And then he starts having a small return. He had a small return a couple years ago. Unfortunately, then he went down with a really bad injury that kind of derailed his return. So, and then he had surgery. He lost weight. And now, he sporadically in WWE television does come back once in a while. He came back when Raw was in quarantine. He came back for a little bit, and he went away. So, but then in shocking news today, around, I want to say like 11 to 12 or so, it was announced that Big Show, aka Paul White, is now signing with AEW to start a brand new show that's going to be happening on Mondays at 7 p.m. right before Raw. AEW Dark Elevation. What the hell? This was so out of nowhere, and just a deal just popped up. And before I let Manny say his thoughts, I have a little press release here. They put the press release out on Twitter, and it shows an idea on what Big Show is going to be doing going forward and what his plan is, which we're also going to be hearing more tonight, because tonight he's going to be featured tonight to find out what he's going to be doing on AEW. So I have the press release here from Mr. Paul White. So we'll skip to this dude a little bit. So as 2021 shapes up to be a year for AEW's biggest show yet, today promotions announced that wrestling legend Paul White signs a long-term deal, adding yet another universally regarded name to the AEW roster of stars, legends, and upcoming talent. White will have an extended role with AEW, top of an in-ring return. He will also serve as a commissioner of the AEW's newest show, AEW Dark Elevation. Compelling AEW Darks on Tuesdays, AEW Dark Elevation will air on Monday at 7 p.m. on the YouTube channel. It will showcase an established and rising stars, as well as the top independent wrestlings within the industry, competing against each other in the ring in a pursuit to win. AEW Dark Evolutions will also be mainly containing with AEW Dynamite and AEW Dark. AEW pay-per-view shows and streaming events will wins and losses factoring into the wrestler's rank in the company. So basically, this show is going to be an elevated version of Dark, with more known names, but also helping out younger stars in the indie scene to bring them up. So names like Danny Dynamite, JD Drake, and games like that, who are in Dark, are going to get more spotlight, but also with some very, very known names. So like Scorpio Sky, SCU, Jurassic Express, like names like that will be much known in this show, and Big Show's going to be doing commentary for that. So not only is Big Show stepping into the commentary world, he's probably gonna have like Excalibur with him to help. It's gonna be very interesting because AEW's been wanting to do another show for a while. They were looking for like a Thursday night slot, couldn't find one. Tried to find a Friday night slot, couldn't find one. So they settled on Monday. So this is an hour before Monday Night Raw goes on, which is very interesting in itself. And it also says Big Show will also be doing in-ring returns, so he could be doing some in-ring stuff with a few names. So this deal is very interesting.
What are your thoughts about that? About him trying to return to the ring?
If it's a part-time deal with some legends, it wouldn't be a bad idea. It wouldn't be as bad as Shaq, because Big Show could at least move compared to Shaq. At least. I think a good thing would be kind of a reunite, have a little feud with Jericho. I think that'd be kind of fun. Like a legend versus legend. That'd be kind of fun. And I could think of a few like big names, maybe like Wardlow could like fight Big Show, or like Luchasaurus or something. Like I could think of many names that Big Show could fight. And Big Show said he's not there just to be the guy that buries new talent. No, he's going to be there to help new talent. So if he's there to help, he's probably going to put some people over. And a good way to do that is to put over some of the bigger names that are coming in. So maybe he fights like Brian Cage or something and puts him over and give him like a big leg. Kind of something like that.
That would be an interesting match.
That'd be interesting, right? It'd be the big dude, Big Show, aka Paul White, versus Brian Cage, which could be really fun is because it could help Cage in the long run. So, because Cage is falling off a little bit, I'm not going to lie. But maybe the street fight brings it up. We'll see what happens. But like I'm telling you, like this Big Show deal could really help AEW, and to get another legend like that who is very known in the business, it's a smart move. So I think this is a really smart move for AEW, and it's a long-term deal, so he's going to be here for a while. And you know, if they treat him right and they do the right things with him and give him a few appearances and maybe a couple like big time moments, maybe he does some commentary on Dynamite as a guest, like do something like that, I think it's going to work out just well for AEW. So I think getting Big Show, aka Paul White, is a really smart move here because Paul White's time with WWE was coming up anyway. His contract was coming up a long time ago, and WWE didn't look like he was going to re-sign. He looked like he was either going to take the Legends deal and be a non-compete, or he can go somewhere else. But I did not expect him to go to AEW. That was not in question, because I thought Big Show was loyal for life. Big Show's probably going to stay with WWE and end with WWE. But I must say he wants to bring a new chapter. And I think this is a good way to bring a good new chapter for Paul White, aka Big Show. So that's all the information we know so far. There's going to be I'm guessing like a little segment or a promo with Big Show saying what else he's going to be doing. Because this is not only it, I think Big Show's going to be doing something else on Dynamite. So you could say your thoughts. Go ahead. There's a lot of information.
To be honest, when I first found out the news, I thought it was fake. And so did you, Brian. You told me this yourself.
Yeah, I thought it was fake,
this was fake news. But it turns out this is real news. And I'm excited to see what Paul White, aka Big Show, has in store for this elevation. And I hope that this Legends elevates AEW's Dark, supposedly. And hopefully, you know, we get the same Dark that we had ever since Dark was even made. So, like, you know, of course, some big matches, not too much, and some build-ups. I hope that we do get that.
Right.
And I think that this goes well. You never know. This could be another good show, great show, before Monday Night Raw. And also, do I think that he's gonna do good at commentary? Well, I've heard some like okay-ish, but not really positive news of him doing commentary. But it was a long time ago. Let's see if he's changed, if his style has changed, and yeah. And also, one last thing, though. I think that they should do Legends, but not all the time. You know what I mean, Brian? Like,
yeah, of course.
Like, do not recruit all the Legends, because then that's being a little extra.
No, I think they're gonna chill out with the Legends here. You know, you got Sting now, who's gonna be having his first match on Revolution in a couple weeks, and now Big Show. I'm guessing they're gonna pick up some of the WCW stars just to have that Legend like kind of coaching. Because Sting is not only a competitor on AEW, I think he's also going to be kind of like a coach. So, to coach Darby. So,
yeah.
You know, so if they're doing stuff like that, if there's a legend out there that they want and it makes sense for a good role, then go for it. But don't just sign a legend for no reason. Because, one, they have one of the best referee group as legend-wise. They have, like, Paul Hebner, Ryan Hebner. Like, they have all the big, like, referee people. And not only that, they also have, like, Audrey Edwards, of course. So that's great and all. And they had a couple of legends like, you know, like Billy and stuff, like helping out the young guys, helping his sons, and like that's great and all, you know. Just don't overdo it. So I think this Big Show signing is a good thing. Now, back to your thing about commentary. I don't think he's doing it alone. I think he's gonna have some help.
No.
I think Excalibur is gonna be with him. Because Excalibur would be a perfect trainer for Big Show to learn how to commentate. I think that'd be a perfect trainer. Because Excalibur is a brilliant commentator. He's one of my favorite commentators on the AEW line, other than Tony Schiavone. Oh, Schiavone wouldn't be a bad choice either. So,
yeah,
like,
Schiavone, no, yeah, he's old school too, like Big Show.
He's old school, so maybe him and them can get like a buddy kind of combination. So I think Here's the thing. I think we're gonna test Big Show on when AEW Elevation. Sorry, I'm thinking Revolution. Elevation launches. When it launches on YouTube, what we're gonna be testing on is how is his commentary with like 2 or 3 other people. How is his commentary? How does he blend in with Excalibur and Taz, and what his input is, and what is he gonna be? Is he gonna be a little funny with the comedy relief, or is he gonna be like kind of serious and have some good input? Like how that's how we're gonna be testing Big Show when he does commentary.
Actually, I think that Schiavone should just be with Big Show, and Taz maybe, because to be honest, you know, Excalibur does need a break because you know he has AEW Dynamite, of course, and AEW Dark, and doing the women's tag team tournament at the same time. So I think that Schiavone and Taz should help him, or if not, just either do him or Taz or Schiavone, two on two to be easy going. You know, with him,
right? Yeah,
and give him help.
Yeah. It's like when they had like Vicky Guerrero on commentary. Her input on the women and stuff was really good. So I'm guessing that's kind of what we're gonna be getting with Big Show. We're gonna be getting some good input, some good knowledge that he knows, because he's in the business for a while now. So he's won his world titles, he's done his dues. You know, I don't expect nothing crazy, but you know, I think this was a solid signing. I think for AEW. Yeah. I think if there's one legend out there that, you know, would be a good signing, other than maybe Sting, which was out of nowhere. Yeah, Big Show would be perfect. Yeah, Big Show is a good choice. So, and now that he's bringing up this new show that can really help Dark out and help AEW in general, because, you know, it'll be 3 shows. So you'll have Monday, which will be like a mini show. Then you'll have Tuesday, which is Dark, and then you'll have Wednesday is Dynamite. After
the real show, the main show,
and then they also said they're going to be using that to build pay-per-views. So if they're using that to build pay-per-views, they could continue stories that were on Dynamite to catch you up if you missed anything. So I think it's kind of like a recap kind of little show for, you know, for the new guys, and to also bring some of the established names on Dynamite to give more attention to that, and to have a guy like Big Show to be that leading cast with, say, like a Schiavone or a Taz. I think it's gonna work perfect. I think it has potential to be really good. So if this goes well, I don't know when it's launching. I know they just announced the show is happening. They haven't said a launch date or a launch at general. It might be next week. It might be in a couple weeks. I'm not really sure. Could be after Revolution. So I'm guessing they're gonna announce when it launches tonight, probably, because all we know right now is Big Show is going to be doing some in-ring stuff and some commentary. We don't really know what else his role is in AEW right now. So we're going to find that out tonight, because tonight they're going to have a segment where they're going to show off what Big Show is going to be really doing. So
yeah,
I'm very intrigued, you know, I'm really excited for Big Show. I think it's a new beginning for him, because while his WWE venture was very eventful, he won a lot of championships, he did a lot of things, he helped a lot of stars, he pushed a lot of people, and while his babyface and face turns were pretty bad, he would be babyface and heel every 5 minutes. I'm just saying that gradually. It was pretty hysterical. But Big Show's had a great venture with WWE, and I'm hoping for the best here with AEW. And I hope it goes really well for him because he's a really good legend. He's still not as old as, you know, a lot of the legends are. Say like Sting, for example. He's a little older. He's like a little bit younger than everybody.
Yeah, Sting is like a senior citizen.
He's like a senior citizen, but Big Show's kind of still got a little bit left. So
I believe Big Show's in his early 40s,
like early 40s. So he's still got a little bit left. And you know, while it is, you know, interesting that Paul White wants to do some in-ring stuff, you know, I'm guessing he's going to be shying away more for commentary, but I mean, Big Show once in a while in the ring is not a bad thing, because he could have some great matches with some young stars, so it's not a bad thing if he's in the ring, not maybe all the time, but once in a while, maybe he'll get into like a big feud with like Jericho or something, and just have like a random feud or something. It could be kind of nice, or maybe he brings up a heel, like a really good heel on like Dynamite or something. Like literally any possibility can happen. Any possibility can happen with Paul White. So we'll see how AEW uses him, but I think he's gonna be doing definitely some in-ring stuff once in a while to help out the young stars. But then I think he's also gonna be a really good insight and commentator if he's around the right group. And I think, like you said before, Tavani and Taz would be perfect, or at least one of them would be perfect. So I have a lot of hope for Big Show in AEW, and I hope everything goes nice and smoothly. I hope everything goes well, and yeah. And I almost forgot that it's Wednesday, so it is tonight. I almost forgot that. I thought it was Tuesday, but no, it's Wednesday. So it's happening tonight. So lot of potential for this AEW deal to work out. All right, so now that we talked about the signing, I guess let's go over what's going on in AEW tonight. We have a very small card, nothing crazy, but just more build-up for Revolution, and hopefully some match announcements. So, I'll look up the card real quick. I think I had it on Instagram real quick. Hold on. Yeah, okay, yeah, I sent that to you. Yeah, I sent it to you right here. Oh, I didn't mean it like that. Okay, so here's the thing about Paul White. We'll just talk about it one more time. AEW Dynamite will have more information on AEW Dark Elevations and the signing of Paul White. So we're going to find out what the show is going to be about. Then Dynamite AEW Sting is out for revenge after what happened to Darby. Sting is out for revenge. Then Dr. Britt Baker versus Nyla Rose in the AEW Women's Championship Eliminator. Then there's going to be an Eliminator update. We'll see. Then there's going to be an Eliminator update, which I'm guessing we're going to talk about the BR Live stuff that was announced on Monday.
Yeah.
And then Moxley versus Ryan Nemeth to continue building up for Moxley's big match against Kenny Omega. And then Kip Sabian and Penelope Ford and Miro are going to have a sit-down interview with Tony Schiavone. So that's probably going to announce Miro versus Cassidy, probably. Cage and Ricky Starks versus the Varsity Blondes, which is Brian Pillman and... I forgot the other guy's name. I can't think of it.
Griff Garrison.
Griff Garrison. And then Jake Hager versus Brandon Cutler. Now, I was talking about this before. This is Brandon Cutler's first match on AEW Dynamite in a hot minute. He has improved from what he has been before. I think he'll have an alright match with Hager. I think he'll be okay. I hope. Because Cutler is actually pretty decent.
I do think that he is going to lose, but however, I do feel like that he's going to put a showing.
I think he's going to put a good showing, man, because, man, Brandon Cutler has come up from so behind. I've watched a lot more Dark to see the progression of Brandon Cutler, and his progression has been insane.
Good.
Insane how quick he has learned so quickly. He knows what he's doing out there.
Yeah, and also, like, Hager has also been, like, you know, feeling down, too. So, really, it's a win-win for both of them.
It's a win-win for both.
Hasn't been really doing 1v1 matches so much.
Yeah, the only 1v1 he had was at New Year's, and ever since then he's been... against Wardlow. And that's about it.
But Brandon Cutler, though, however, has had the most experience in 1v1s lately. So
yeah, he's been on Dark, like, almost every Dark he's been on it at least once. Yeah. Like, he had that feud with Peter Avalon before he turned into the
face.
Not a face, but I mean, like basically, before he turned into, like, this really shitty Rick Rude guy, when he was just, like, the librarian.
Yeah.
Like, him and Brandon Cutler had a really good feud. And they had a great match. Now, unfortunately, ended in a draw, but then they had a rematch.
Was it a count or
it was a count. Oh, yeah, it was a count, so a draw. But then they had another match, and Cutler won that. So, I think getting Cutler a little more spotlight because he's really improved. Like I've seen it on Dark. He's much more snappy with his stuff. He's not slow. He's fast paced, but he's not botching as much. He's much cleaner with his moonsaults. Because the one problem I had with Cutler when he fought MJF, he was so inexperienced in like that kind of moment. He just got lost, and it turned into a really bad match. But I think he's learned, his stride and what he can do, and so I think him and Hager could be a solid match. So I'm hoping good for Cutler. I think Cutler's gonna have a good showing. I don't see him winning, but I think he's gonna have a good showing. All right, and then probably one of the more anticipated matches of Hangman versus Isaiah Cassidy. Just Isaiah Cassidy, no private party, just Isaiah Cassidy. Because of course, as you know, Adam Hangman Page taking on Big Money Matt at Revolution for a big money prize. So the winner of the match gets basically their whole page cut from 2021, aka starting in January, to them. So they basically get free money, basically, if whoever wins this. So, and of course, if you remember, Cassidy attacked Adam Hangman Page after the plan set by Big Money Matt after the attack he did with the Jaguars, mascot. So that's why we're getting this match. So yeah, not a bad card looking at all. Probably the most intriguing thing I'm looking forward to is actually the Big Show stuff, because I want to see where that goes, and I'm also kind of intrigued by the
oh yeah, don't forget Hangman and Isaiah Cassidy.
I said that already. I just said that.
Oh, you did. Okay.
I was talking about the match of Revolution.
My fault.
Yeah, but yeah, and that match too. I'm guessing that's gonna probably start the show, if anything. That's probably gonna start the show hot. So I think that'd be a good thing. I'm also intrigued where the Moxley thing goes, cause I know Kenny Omega's gonna come out at some point with Moxley. So I'm also intrigued there, cause their fucking match, if you didn't hear, is a fucking exploding death match.
Yeah, barbed wire.
Barbed wire exploding death match. What the fuck? So we'll see where it goes. But I think this is a solid Dynamite. However, I'm not gonna lie, NXT card looks a little better. So we'll take a look at that right now, real quick.
Oh yeah, I didn't even get a chance to look at that card.
Which by the way, people on YouTube and stuff, how'd you think Takeover went? I thought Takeover was one of the best takeovers in a minute. How'd y'all enjoy it? It was pretty damn good.
The recent takeover, right?
Yeah, the recent one, the one that everyone's been just buzzing about after what happened.
Man, like I said, I loved it. I thought this is one of the best takeovers since the pandemic.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Started really.
Yeah,
and,
for sure.
I just can't wait. This is already WrestleMania weekend, and takeover's about more easier than ever.
Okay, yeah, so I have a preview here of some of the things that are happening. So I guess we'll start off the top. We'll start with the biggest announcement. So originally, last week before TakeOver, we were supposed to get Santos Escobar versus Karrion Kross. But Santos Escobar, the skeevy heel that he is, he backed out. He didn't no-show. So William Regal made a stipulation. If you don't no-show tonight, you are stripped of the Cruiserweight title. And then we're going to figure out what's going to happen. Obviously, Santos is going to be terrified, and he's going to have to show up. But the worst part about it, Kross got a deal with William Regal to make his match a no disqualification. So Santos has no escape of whatsoever.
Yeah.
Kross is about to absolutely murder Santos. Oh my god.
Yeah.
This is about to be a murder. I actually wanted to skip AEW tonight to watch this, but I'm gonna wait. But I wasn't thinking of watching AEW tonight because I wanted to watch this. I really do. But I
think that we should watch it. But to be honest, like this is AEW's card isn't really a big card. To be honest, it's just build-ups for Revolution. Of course, the only match that I am looking forward to is two things: the Rey Fenix. And
I forgot! Oh, why did they not put that on the Instagram? I forgot! Never mind. I'm so sorry, I forgot to say that. I'm so sorry. I forgot, they announced that last week, yeah. So, a qualifying match is happening. We'll go back to NXT in a second. It's a qualifying match to decide who will fight, in a qualifying match for the ladder match of Revolution to see who fights Darby. the two names are the two names that have been teaming up for a while, Lance Archer and Rey Fenix. But now they're gonna have to face each other. So, I think it's probably gonna be the best match of the night. So I'm kind of hyped. I actually wouldn't be surprised if they either start with that or it's probably gonna be the main event. Probably, I would not be shocked if that's not the main event, because the main event, that's a huge main event. And Rey Fenix versus Lance Archer, one of the biggest dudes in AEW, versus freaking Rey Fenix.
Yeah.
Oh, that was another big man I was thinking of. Lance versus Paul White. How interesting would that be? Because Lance is super athletic, but Big Show's like huge. He's like big.
Ooh, I can just imagine the match.
Oh, I can just imagine him I can just imagine him lifting Big Show.
Oh my god.
Oh, I can just imagine him lifting Big Show. Oh,
that's gonna hurt the body, man.
Oh my god. I think Big Show would also give Lance the win for sure, definitely. But I think that'd be kind of fun, because I think Big Show could try to like lift Lance, but then Lance could try to pick up Big Show, because Big Show's like, what, like 200, 300, something like that, 400, something like that. He's like really big, but he also lost a lot of weight, so you could probably lift him pretty easy. So, I just want to bring that up because that's kind of interesting. That's an interesting matchup right there. That's kind of intriguing. So if Paul White's doing roles like that, I think that'd be pretty nice. So, okay, so real quick, I'm gonna pick my winner. I think Lance Archer wins. Nothing against Rey Fenix. I love Rey Fenix, don't get me wrong. And I think him and Pentagon would be awesome in that match. I just think it's Lance's time to go for a title. I think it's Lance's time. Like, yes, he's targeting Kenny Omega right now. I think he should focus on the TNT. Reason being is because Kenny's got a lot of backup, and I know Lance has been in a bit of a feud with Kenny right now. But Kenny is focusing on Moxie right now. He's not focused on Lance. So I think Lance should go after Darby and have that matchup. And if he wins, he wins. If he doesn't, he doesn't. Same old. But I think him going after the TNT title would be better. So I think Lance should win this match. I think he's gonna win it. But I would be not surprised if they let Rey Fenix pick up the big win. I would not be shocked at all, because Rey Fenix has done his dues. He has done everything, bro. Like, he's been all over the place. So I'm saying it now. I think Lance is gonna win, but I would love for Rey Fenix to win and be with his brother in that ladder match. I think that'd be pretty cool. But that's what I'm thinking with this whole thing.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I love Lance, and I feel like that he should go after the title. But to be honest, I just gotta see Phoenix in that match. So I'm going Rey Fenix.
Okay, all right.
I'm going Rey Fenix. Let's see. But if Archer does win, then great. I am proud of him either way.
All right, cool. All right, so, sorry, we were supposed to talk about NXT. Back to NXT. I'm so sorry. Okay, so NXT's a really big card. So, okay, so back to the Santos Escobar. Yeah, so if Escobar doesn't show up tonight and is scared to fight Cross, not only does he lose the title, for his punishment, he has to fight Cross in a no DQ match. Santos, you should have just showed up. Now you're really fucked. Now you are. Yeah. I do not want to be in your spot right now. Now you're about to die. You about to die. Anyway, good thing. Luckily, WWE is very smart. This is not for the cruiserweight title. This is just a singles match, just a rivalry match. This is a grudge match. It's a DQ grudge match. So, just to say that. And obviously, I got Karrion Kross winning. Escobar's gonna die. I'm sorry. Escobar about to get dropped on his head so much. It's gonna be a fucking murder. I think Santos will do some offense, but like, you ain't dropping Cross. Like, good luck, homie. I'm sorry, but yeah, I got Cross winning that. Okay, so and then we also have the grizzled young veterans, the runner-ups again in the Dusty Rhodes Classic, taking on Drake Maverick and Killian Dame. I think this is going to be a slaughter because I think the young grizzled vets are furious because they fell so short in the Dusty Rhodes Classic once again. They're just probably going to destroy Drake Maverick. Like, I do not expect this match to go long at all. Young grizzled vets are gonna be absolutely furious after losing their match. I know that for a fact. So, grizzled young veterans will win again. Then there's also there's been a little bit of a feud if you've been seeing between Caden Carter, Catanzaro, and Xia Li. As you know, Xia Li challenged Catanzaro after putting like black marks on her hand for next week, aka it is next week now. So Xia Li's gonna take on Catanzaro. This is like Xia Li's first big test against like somewhat competition. She's been fighting mostly like not known people. So I think this is her time to really show why they rebuild her, why they repackage her, why they did everything. This is her time to shine. And I think Catanzaro's a pretty good opponent to start. So we'll see how that goes either. Yeah. And then a non-title match. I thought this was going to be a title match, but it's not. Johnny Gargano versus Dexter Lumis, non-title. Obviously, we all knew this is the feud going forward because, of course, Dexter Lumis captured Austin Theory. So, yeah.
Yeah.
So, there's that. And then Io Shirai is going to be taking on a new star, Zoe Stark. I believe she was on NXT last week. She's taking out Io Shirai. Oh, and also Adam Cole's gonna explain why he attacked Kyle O'Reilly in the NXT champion. So we're gonna finally get an answer from Adam Cole. We're finally gonna get an answer. The first time he's speaking after the crazy turn at TakeOver. That's crazy. So I'll be right back.
Okay.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. See where Manny is. Huh?